Hello everybody and good evening and welcome to the campus of Seton Hill University for today's PSAC West showdown between your 20th ranked Cal U Vulcans and the homestanding Griffins of Seton Hill. Colin Kirkwood and Alex King joining here on the Legacy Tour of 2019. Great to have you, Alex.
Yeah, great to be here. It's going to be an exciting game tonight. Two top dogs here in terms of the Western Division. It's going to be great to see what happens here. Cal coming off a 1-point loss against Edinboro, looking to rebound here on the road to start a 3-game road trip.
Alex, we've got some breaking news here so far into this game for Cal fans. We've got a bit of a lineup shakeup here today.
Yeah, Jeff Strom just in the mood to shake it up a little bit today. Not very happy with the 1-point loss, wants to possibly prove a point to her team, so she's letting a couple different starters in today. We're going to see Hal Harrington getting a start, DJ Hahn, and Lauren Bennett out there. Monica Burns is going to stay out there, and Sidiana Nagatu is going to remain in the starting lineup as well. So we'll see how these first couple minutes go and see how quick a changes happen if needed.
And over here on the Seton Hill side, they've had a bit of a shakeup of their own as one of their top stars went down with an injury.
Yeah, they lost Courtney Cesari for the year, supposedly a torn ACL. Very not the best player in any aspect, you would say, overall, but she could do a little bit of everything for the team, and was late. It's a hard loss, but was late on specifically for the team.
Let's take a look at the Seton Hill starting five, and then we'll go over Cal's once again here. Starting for Seton Hill, a numerical order: number 2, Sydney Raybold, a senior from Baden, PA. Number 13, Lexi Civitolo, a senior from Seville, Ohio. Number 20, Cheyenne Trest, a junior from Cannonsburg, PA, and Cannon Mac, for all you local fans out there. Number 23, Samantha Kuzmaki, a sophomore from Morgan, PA. Number 32, Katie Nolan, a junior from Yorkville, Illinois. Just as Alex said, we'll check out the starting five for Cal U as well here. Number 5, Hallie Harrington, the freshman from Phillipsburg, PA. Number 15, DJ Hahn, the senior from Warren, Pennsylvania. Number 22, Lauren Bennett, the sophomore from Buchanan, West Virginia. Number 25, Monica Burns, the senior from New Stanton, playing in her backyard here today. Number 30, Sidiana Nagatu, the senior from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Yeah, it should be an exciting game. Cal not having the best luck here at Seton Hill over the last 2 years. 2 losses here in the last 2 times we've been out here, so they're looking to get a win here. And like we said, we're starting a 3-game road trip, and boy, is it a heavy road trip as they're looking at the top 3 teams above them in the next 3 games when they're going Seton Hill, to IUP, and then at Gannon. So, quite a slate for them, and it's important to get off on the right foot here today.
3 teams ahead of them, as well as 3 teams that are playing important roles in the regional rankings as well. These are going to be big wins or big losses down the stretch when we get to the end of the season. Oh,
absolutely. You never want to pick up these wins. The team started so strong, beating NCAA tournament teams from early in the season in terms of Charleston and West Liberty. But a couple tough losses here. You'd think Edinboro is not a bad loss, but Edinboro has had a very up and down season. They were 6-6 coming into that game, but still had a premier player in Barnes, and they were able to pull out the win late.
Looking for the jump ball here. It's Hahn taking on this one for Cal U and winning it. We are underway here from Seton Hill University. Harrington controlling this one up the court here for Cal U. The freshman in her first start of her career, cut inside Hahn up for a quick 2.
Yeah, great look there from Harrington. Drew the defender, both defenders in. DJ streaks free to the hoop and gets an easy lay-in.
DJ Hahn's been having herself quite a time here lately. We've seen a couple of double-doubles from her in the past couple games.
Yeah, complete grinder. Great job by her. She's willing to do it all, and Jess showing a lot of faith to her, letting her start today.
Griffins now on the offensive end here. Big move inside, no dice, however, for Civitolo, and now Cal U the other way.
Great defense by DJ Hahn there.
Harrington back at it once again here for Cal U, off to Burns. Burns once again, back to Nagatu, inside it's Hahn. Hahn right along the free throw, opts for a jump shot. That one's good.
Oh, she loves that shot. If you give her something right inside the 3-point line, she'll take that every day. Close on the defender there, but great shot.
First 4 points of the game go to DJ Hahn, and we'll have a foul called here. Cal U on the smothering end.
Wow, travel called there. I thought it was going to be on Hal Harrington for a little shove in the back, but they get the travel call and get the possession there. An early turnover that Cal needs in trying to expand on this lead.
That's part of the reason why we're seeing this lineup shift here. We want to try to turn the emphasis towards the defensive side of the basketball compared to how much offense we've seen so far in the season. Playing a bit of throwback basketball here. Hahn with the long shot. That one's off. Nagatu had it, lost it into the hands of Burns now. She'll scoot past the much bigger side there, but no dice. Try to scoot past the 6'1 Nolan. No dice, however.
Yeah, good effort there by City. Nice to see that. Good early offensive board. Something that we really struggled on the glass against Edinburgh. Good to see the hustle early.
Trest feed inside. Nolan. Now a foul called here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to want to feed her inside all day. And, an early foul there picked up, I think, by Lauren Bennett. No, giving it to Hallie Harrington. I stand corrected.
First for Harrington, first for the team here so far on this one. 8:24 left to go. First free throw up and no good there for Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan having a pretty good season for them. I mean, averaging nearly 14 points, 8 rebounds, kind of doing already over 100 rebounds for the season. So she's going to be a big factor today for Seton Hill.
Second one is good for Nolan. Coming into today was a 61% shooter from the line and splits that trip. Makes it 4-1 now. Seton Hill gets that lid off the basket. Harrington getting pressured up heavy here by Civitola. That might be a key to success for them and a freshman making their first start. You want to bring the pressure as much as possible. Under 10 to shoot here for Cal U, and a travel called. Ball back to the Griffins.
Yeah, I have to agree with the official there. Just kind of tried to stop there and just dragged a little bit too much. The City doesn't like the call, but I think that's an accurate call by the referee, and Seton Hill's going to take over here.
Got a loud venue here in Seton Hill. Crowd very much on top of the action. Not a large place, and it's loud as this crowd voice, bench voice, anything bounces off the walls and comes right back down here. Could be an intimidating environment today. Heavy on the attack there, but it will go against Cal U with a defensive foul on Burns.
Yeah, Burns pretty good at picking up those charge calls, but not there, and Nolan's going to head back to the line and try to cut into this lead. Cal U's made by a little more.
I mean, that seems like a matchup that would benefit Burns 9 times out of 10 here as Nolan shoots again. 2 of 3 so far today.
Yeah, Jess not going to the bench yet. It's good to see. We're about almost 3 minutes into this game, and it's a 1-point lead by Cal U as Harrington's going to bring up the court here.
2 for 2 on that trip there for Nolan, makes it a 1-point ball game. Up the court to Bennett from Harrington, now back to the original sender. Harrington tried to pull up there, and that one was blocked away.
Yeah, help side defender just came in there and got the block there on Harrington.
Trest on the attack, and good.
Yeah, Cheyenne Trust, what a great player. Her freshman year pretty much ran away with the Freshman of the Week award when the PSAC still had it, and proving it right there, driving right to the hoop, getting the points, and Seton Hill is on top.
Here's a long shot now from Harrington. That one's long off the back. Hahn fought for it, but brought down by Trest and the Griffins. Trest alone here, opting for someone to come and get it. Around they go. Kuzmacki now. Kuzmacki goes over top of Bennett and gets a bank in 4-2. 7-4 lead here for Seton Hill at home.
Yeah, just solid shooting, 2 or 3 from the field now. They're just making shots here. Cal 2 of 6. And Monica Burns is going to take a deep 3 here.
Nothing on that one. Harrington on the follow-up. Bounced off the foot and lost it. Now 1-on-1 the other way. Burns back on the defensive end. And look at that effort there. Nice steal back the other way. Looks like we'll see 1-2 sub-ins here at the break.
Yeah, Bianca Jasper and Brianna Allen both coming to the table for an early switch. It looks like we're going to get 2 new guards into the game.
Lauren Bennett back over to DJ Hahn. 10 to shoot for Cal U now. Hahn on the attack, back outside Nagatu. Jab step, looking for a long 2. Punched up, brought in by Seton Hill once again. Hahn dove for that one, trying for a steal from the backside. No good on that. Long shot up here for Seton Hill, looking for the 2K special. Went up that, and a foul called. Thought we would see that.
Yeah, I don't really agree with the call there. I mean, it seemed like they're just battling for it, and then kind of jump up, loosen the ball up, and they called it a shot, and Seton Hill's got to go to the line there.
It's a bit of a matchup problem that the 6'1 Nolan's going to bring to the table for Cal U today.
Yeah, Hal Harrington and DJ Hahn both head to the bench as Bianca Jasper and Brianna Allen both check into the game. And Nolan will head to the line for 2. First shot up, and it's good.
We got a pep band stationed to the left of us here. I was wondering if that was a sound effect coming over the PA system, but anytime a shot gets made, any kind of things like that, big drum smack from over here. Just adding to that crazy environment we've got here. Looks like 1 coming into the game here for Seton Hill. number 22, Taylon Tyler.
Yeah, redshirt sophomore out of Pittsburgh, PA.
Back and forth they go. Jasper over to the far side with this one. Now she gets it back. Just inside the line, went up for a jump shot. Nagatu gets the rebound and foul call.
Civitola picking up the foul there. City, another great effort by her getting in the offensive board. She gets slapped on the hand there. They're going to give it a reach, and Civitola will pick up a foul. Her first of the game.
Only first for the team here, almost halfway through our first quarter. Looking for a re-inbound here. Float up to Nagatu, and now they can reset. Bit of a log jam here towards the top of the court. Everyone looking to space out once again. Now over to Burns with under 10 to shoot. Tried to charge inside. That one stripped away.
Yeah, Tyler getting in there, knocking it loose, and Seton Hill picks up the steal there as Monica's gives up the ball there.
Allen on the D up. Now a long shot over from the near side. That one up and good for Civitolo.
Big three-pointer. They're shooting 50% from the field right now, and they're feeling pretty good on the defensive end and on the offensive end as well.
12-4 lead. Seton Hill has opened up here after being down 4-0. Allen over to Bennett with a long two-pointer. That one's off. Jasper with it, fighting for a second chance. Still no good. Rebound by Seton Hill.
Yeah, the shot up there by Jasper just didn't catch any of the glass. It would have just had to drop right into the hoop. I mean, you wish you could put off the backboard there, but heavy traffic down there under the hoop.
Now they go inside, back out far corner. Another three-point opportunity. That one is no good there for Raybould, but we've got a foul called here.
It's Mackey getting the foul there, and we're going to head to the first media break of the game.
We'll keep it here. And Alex, let's check out the tail of the tape between the two of these teams here. Of course, points for a big spread here. 83 for Seton Hill to this point, but only 73 for Cal U. And looking like that's going to be part of the game plan big time here as we've seen it open so far. But look at those rebounding numbers. That's something that really sticks out to me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at Kate Nolan. She's producing most of those rebounds, and this team has been, it was excellent towards the end last year, and they've been excellent to start the year this year. I mean, you don't have 12-2 for nothing, and undefeated at home, which is exactly where you want to be. And they want to get a win here today. Increase their lead in the Western Division. It's a competitive year in the West, that's for sure. I mean, you're talking about IUP on top. Not a surprising sight. But Cleve Wright over and back at Gannon now, and he's gotten that thing rolling very well, and they're in third, and then you got Seton Hill right there as well. So, I mean, Cal, it's not the Cal IUP story of last year. It's going to be very interesting again this year.
I mean, you look at this series between the two of these teams here, and the last time they got together, it was right here in Greensburg, and Seton Hill knew the winning recipe last time. They got the win 73-60, and they're looking to build on that.
Yeah, definitely one of their strong suits is shooting from beyond the arc, and they're going to be looking for that most of this game. Cal, like we said, last two games have dropped here, and they're looking to rebound from a tough loss against Edinboro, a team in Edinboro that's had their number as of late. But Cal needs to get over that loss, move forward. We've seen the men's team lose a couple one-point games and rebound off of that. Women's team needs to do that here today and keep it going.
Quite nicely, in fact. Starting a streak of their own. We'll have them coming up here on CUTV Sports 1 at 7:30. Far side over to Jasper. Tried to go on the roll there, cut off quickly. 3 on her in that area. Bringing a tough defense for Cal U to try to sort through. Under 10 to shoot now. Now it's Allen. Walk along the line she goes, and good.
She has been so good this year in terms of I think she's grown so much as an inside player from the year before. She was a little unconfident in her shot. It got better as the year progressed, but now she's just doing it all. She likes to get down there, grab rebounds, and now, creating great space for a layup there.
There's a three-point shot, and that one is canned for Cheyenne Dress. Looking very confident off that.
Yeah, the Cannon Mackerel, I mean, she's quite a player. She's been a player since she was a freshman. They've relied on her heavily, and she's continuing it this year into her junior year as the experience has only grown.
Trying to pass inside this defense here, now settling for a long 3. They do get an offensive rebound, however. It looks like they're taking some low percentage shots here, getting smothered up early.
Yeah, that's not really Lauren Bennett's shot. You want to see her take a couple inside twos, but, she felt like she had a good look and she took it there, and then you got an air ball there by Jasper. But Bree Allen there, like I said, to get a rebound.
Nagatu cans a 2 on that one, starting to chip away at this deficit that came up quickly.
You got to feel good about City here. She is doing great on the boards. I think she's got 3 offensive rebounds already. Definitely giving her team a chance to get back into this game.
Allen spearheading the double there on the floor, as Allen's definitely looking to get the taste out of last game out of her mouth there, because Allen had a chance to win that one. I don't think she quite realized how much time was left on the clock for that tip-in at the end of the game, so she's looking to come out with a strong performance here today.
Yeah, Kate Nolan back into the game. DJ Hahn checks in as well for City. City got to get a little rest here, but got to be looking for them to go to Kate Nolan on the inside.
5 feet inside, Jasper able to come up with that one after the errant pass. Now the speedster makes her way up the court, cutting. Bennett finishes.
Excellent court vision there. Bennett streaking on her own down there. A little back-end inside pass there, and it's an easy lay-in for Lauren Bennett. That's the type of offense you want to see. Great job in transition. She took that from the end of our court all the way to the scoring and just ended right in the hoop.
Quick passing leads for a 3-point opportunity. Long, however, they do get a second chance. Turner on layup's good.
Hey, Nolan, man, she's going to be an issue all night if they don't figure out how to box her out or stop her from grabbing off those boards there. I mean, she kind of just tossed one up there and it went right into the hoop. And there, a tough inside pass to DJ Hahn gets stolen. Oh, and then right back. I mean, Lauren Bennett ends up with a bad pass there, and Lauren Bennett takes it right back as Jasper takes it up the court.
Back and forth action. Going to see 2 check-ins, 1 for each team at the next break. No dice on the layup. Tried to pass out for Hahn, and now they can reset once again. Here's Burns on the long opportunity. That one was right on the line. Saw it from where we were standing. Perfect shot.
She shoots it from the men's line. She doesn't even need the women's line. It's unbelievable. I mean, that was... There's no restriction there. She's almost like Steph Curry out there. She'll shoot it from wherever. If she feels comfortable, she'll take it, and those shots have definitely been falling for her lately.
First 3 points of the game for Monica Burns. Now all alone there. Might have got lost in translation on the defensive end to Tiana Stewart. But
they closed down on Kate Nolan there, and then it just left it wide open there for Stewart to take that easy lay-in.
Jasper over outside Allen. Here's an Allen 3-point shot. That one's long. Bennett fighting for it and has it off the one punch, and now Burns with a long opportunity. Good again.
What great job on the boards. Clearly it was stressed in practice that offensive boards would be needed. Lauren Bennett gets a fingertip on that ball, gets it enough back up, and finds Monica Burns out on the wing for a 3-pointer.
That resiliency, when you have a team that is out on you in the blocks in terms of Seton Hill, that shot's fired up there. Second chance for them, stolen away by Allen, but foul called. But really, when you have a team that's a bit taller than you down there on the blocks, if you can just get a little bit of a finger on it, like you said there, Alex, that can be just the smallest difference that can push it your way.
Yeah, I mean, not a good box out there by Cal there, but Brie Allen gets in there, gets the ball, and they call a blocking foul on Seton Hill, so they'll get the reset. But, you know, it seems like the message has changed completely for this team. They're working hard on the boards. They had a really tough time against Edinburgh. The offensive boards are coming up big for this team currently, and they're moving. And Bianca Jasper brings it up the court, and Cal is now down only by 3.
Here's Allen back with this one. Thought about attacking, rather will dump off instead. Now Burns on the attack over to Allen for a long 2. That one's way long of everything. Now over to that corner looking for a steal, bump, a double, and Seton Hill able to get out of the way.
And definitely a look Cal wanted. Monica Burns drew 2 in and gave a pretty wide open look for Brianna Allen, and it just didn't fall.
Shauna Harrison into the game for Cal U now. Now a long shot for the Griffins. That one's off the front, into the hands of Burns. First quarter almost done here. We're down a 10-second shot clock unplugged. 6, 5, 4, 3. Jasper on the attack at the buzzer. Allen went up for the second chance, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter here. Seton Hill 19, Cal U 16. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter of action coming up here and nowhere else on CTV Sports 1.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Welcome Welcome back to Seton Hill as their pep band serenades us with Danger Zone. What does Cal U have to do to get out of their own danger zone here, trailing after one?
I mean, they're doing what they need to do in terms of they got it going there at the end of the first. They've taken 10 more shots than Seton Hill has. Seton Hill is just getting their shots to fall. A big stat to look at, though, 7 offensive rebounds for Cal, a place where they were just dominated against Edinboro. It's working out there. 8 second chance points for the team, which is great to see. I mean, the turnover numbers aren't big. It's only 4 turnovers they got so far, but they're making it work for them. So, I mean, it shouldn't take Cal. If they keep doing what they can do, they'll be back in this game.
I mean, early there in that first quarter, things were starting landslide-wise as Seton Hill starts off with the first possession of the second, but that was a good job by this team to really come together, pull things close, and get yourself back on track as a foul called here on Brianna Allen.
Yeah, I mean, Monica Burns knocks down 2 threes, really cuts into that deficit. I mean, everybody else is kind of contributing. It's kind of the same thing for Seton Hill currently. I mean, Kate Nolan has 7 points in the game, 7 rebounds. I mean, she's almost at a double-double, and we're only in 10 seconds into the second quarter, and she's back at the line right now. And she'll drop it in for 8 now as she's taking 2 at the line.
The old 2K special there for that first one. Let's see if they can get on the second. And that one good as well. 2 more for Katie Nolan. Off to a strong start here, like you said, Alex. We are just into the second quarter. Brianna Allen down amongst the blocks here. Pass out to Harrison. Now Burns got caught there, had to dish it off quickly. Seton Hill looking for a call, but no dice on that. Here's Brianna Allen with a long 2. Seton Hill grabs the miss.
Yeah, it almost looked like a travel, but I think she got it off in time.
Now here's an oddly tossed shot. Second chance is good. 4 Vulcans in trying to stop Nolan on that one, and they do.
Another offensive board for Nolan. She's closing in on that double-double real quick, but Cal, able to get that ball back, and now Bianca Jasper takes it at the top of the key.
There's a long shot now for Burns. Good as well, playing in her backyard here today, and it looks like she's come to put on a show.
Yeah, nice return from Monica Burns here from the Hempfield product, And Katarski, the head coach of Seton Hill, was not liking that. He wants them to close out and her quick.
They can continue to get good looks down amongst the front of the basket for Nolan. It couldn't be that much of a problem as Katie Nolan, 2 more. It's a 23-19 lead for Seton Hill. Up amongst the top here. Now it's Harrison in the corner for a 3-point attempt. In and out. Unfortunate luck there. However, they do get a break as Jasper puts up a shot right off the bounce and gets it to fall.
And she just tossed that up there. Got a lot of contact. No foul call, but that thing dribbles right into the hoop, and they stay right in this game down to 23-21 Seton Hill.
We'll see 3 come into the game at the next stoppage, 2 for Seton Hill and 1 for Cal U. Bodying up Raybold there is Burns. Ball managed to find its way out of bounds, and now 3 into the game.
Yeah, Brianna Allen just struggling to find her shot early here, so they're going to let Hal Harrington come into the game for her. Now we got another one, and Jameer Jeffries coming in for Lauren Bennett. So Harrington, Jeffries, Jasper, Burns, and Harrison out on the court, and Jasper trying to pump up the team a little bit.
Trest on the attack for Seton Hill, and now a foul called once again.
Yeah, that one's going to go against Bianca Jasper there. It's good. Jameer Jeffries is my mistake.
Lexi Civitolo and Cheyenne Trest, the 2 back in for Seton Hill. Speaking of the 2 of them, tried to walk across the line, did Trest, but took too many steps and found her way across that baseline.
Yeah, Cal did not allow a lot of space down there, cut her off, and she steps out of bounds.
A briskly moving first half so far that we've got for you today. Yet only a 2-point ball game. Bounce feed over to Harrison. Turnaround shot is up and long. Follows her own shot, however, for a second chance, and good. That's what you have to do.
Exactly. I mean, great effort by her to follow her shot there. I mean, Shauna Harrison, tall player. She can definitely get it down in the hoop. A drive there by Tress, and she makes it look easy right off the glass and in. Gets those 2 points right back.
Been a bit of a track meet so far here early in this one. Now Cal U back on the offensive end once again. Harrington over to Jasper with this one. Now back to Harrison, who will shoot a 3-pointer off the back. Another rebound there for Nolan.
Yeah, good look for Harrison there. You'll take that, and just wasn't able to fall there.
cruising on inside, no good there for Trest. And now Cal U back the other way, trying to pick the defense apart, rushing up the court. Good shot there for Harrington, just got a bad bounce. One coming in for the Griffins at the next stoppage. Back with Trest. Jeffries in the cover on her. If she can fire it away quickly, she's got a quick trigger.
Yeah, Kate Nolan already had a double-double for the game, 11 points, 10 rebounds, and we're only halfway through the second quarter. Could be a big night for her.
Back with Nolan working on Harrison. Hands up there for Shauna.
That's the matchup that I think is going to work for Cal. You got to put Shauna Harrison on her. They can size for size.
Didn't get enough on the bounce feed there for Burns to shoot a three, and she was collapsed upon there. They will stay with Cal U, however. Back into the game here for Seton Hill is Taylor Taylor. DJ Hahn coming on for Cal U.
Yeah, it seems like Kate Nolan, you know, she's coming in spurts. She likes to play the first half of the quarter and then likes to get a little rest for a couple minutes there. And she's definitely doing a lot of work on the glass.
Shot no good there. Offensive rebound brought down by Harrison. Now Harrington three-pointer, good.
Another great offensive board. Shauna Harrison now getting involved, and Hal Harrington gets a shot right at the top and knocks it down. Cal U now in the lead, 26-25.
Looks like we got a wild one going on here today from Greensburg. Seton Hill back on it outside. Cal U covering well on the defensive end here, forcing 10 to shoot. Pass over long side, three-point shot is up, and that one is good for Rabel.
Yeah, Rabel just wide open in the corner. Great movement of the ball, and they find her, and she knocks it down. And Seton Hill get this back up by 2.
DJ Hahn, jab step there. That's one of the things that normally when I'm with Noah Mitchell, he talks about here. She does such a good job creating space for herself on that jab step that she has the chance to either continue attacking or pull back and get a good shot out of it.
Yeah, she's just been great as of late, and we're going to get a change here for Cal as Sidiana Nagatu comes in for Shauna Harrison. I mean, DJ Hahn has really been a spark off the bench here. You know, this team's been looking for a second or third player, you know, to really lead this team offensively and defensively, and she's really done it both. As we talked about her getting a double-double last week, she knocks down the first there. You know, I really like her shot. She does a great job. She's been playing close to 20 to 25 minutes off the bench, and, you know, being a big influence for this team, and the reason, you know, they're coming out with some very good wins.
79% shooter from the line is good, 202 in that trip, and just like he said, playing great off the bench, getting rewarded here today with the start in a big game. All square at 28 apiece. Now Seton Hill back on the offensive end. Quick float shot, good for Civitola. Lexi Civitola's got 5.
Yeah, look for the offense to be really going through Tress and Civitola while Kate Nolan is on the bench. So it's going to be important for Cal to try to lock down those 2 players.
Here's Nagatu trying to work her way through 3. I call an offensive foul here. Nagatu's a little confused about that herself. I didn't see too much steam behind that one.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Thought otherwise.
Crowd's definitely starting to fill in here in Greensburg, as you know, even our cameras on our you can't see the crowd on our side, but it's definitely filling in.
Oh, without a doubt, that was the first foul on Nagatu, 3rd on the team here in a second.
And they return the favor there. Seton Hill gets their own charge call against them, and you know, Cal is now going to get possession back. Like it's just tit for tat there.
Now we've got a bit of a break. We can check out the team leaders between both of these teams here, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, we're down 30 to 28 at the moment, but, you know, Burns leading the team in scoring, and she's definitely been hot as of late. She went cold, had a little bit of a cold spell, but it's definitely been coming on. We thought she was going to go perfect from the field against Edinburgh there. She was playing great. So she's averaging 16.1 points. We got Harrison averaging 5.5 rebounds. Great job by Jasper, always finding the open player. And then on the Seton Hill side, you know, Kate Nolan really doing it all for this team already. Like we said, have us a double-double in this game. She's currently on the bench. Rybold, you know, leading the assists, and Civitola, we've said her name on offense several times, but she has 32 steals on the season so far.
Been a back and forth affair here for the 20th ranked Cal U Vulcans. Dropped a couple of spots here after this week, but really what you said earlier when we were talking before this game started here, you weren't sure if they were going to hang around. But we might see them exit.
Yeah, I mean, you're never sure what's going to happen in the polls, you know, week in and week out. You see, you know, Ashland and Grand Valley play, 2 top 5 programs, and they just flip spots. But sometimes, you know, UC San Diego, who started the preseason ranked in the top 10, they've been out since last week. You know, I mean, granted that probably had a lot to do with what they did last season, but big changes do happen in these polls, and you know, you never know. You're sitting at 15, and you never know what the switch is going to be. But you know, Bowie State, another team in the CIAA, you know, they suffered their first loss. They dropped it down a little bit, so it left the window open for us.
Cal U back on the offensive end here. Offense call out by Bianca Jasper. Now to Nagatu with 10 to shoot. Back out to Burns. Burns hesitate, walks right on in and blocked away. And there's a little bit of swagger on the end of that one for Civitola.
Civitola, man, she, like we said, led the team in steals, and now there's her on the defensive end blocking Monica Burns, and the two just smiling at each other as they're playing defense.
Nagatu in for a chance choice, but no good.
A lot of loose ball kind of feels in this game where the fouls are being called, and you know, a lot of judgment area there, but Kate Nolan's getting ready to come back in this game now.
Lauren Bennett back in for Sintian and Nagatu. Just as Alex said, Katie Nolan back into the game, putting another nightmare matchup in here.
Well, that's actually a correction there, my bad. That's Madeline Fisher entering the game, sophomore there from Wexford, PA. She came into the game. Similar body types in those two players, similar height as well, so she's in the game as Nolan continues to rest.
Number 55.
Yeah, Civitola throws it right to Lauren Bennett, and she takes it away.
Here we go, back with it now. Burns up against 2, tipped away, gets it right back into her own hands, however. So a second chance opportunity on tap.
No easy buckets down low for the Vulcans. They are collapsing quick, not allowing those layups to happen. A key thing for the Vulcans over the last couple of years, easy baskets at the hoop.
EJ Hahn with a long 2 opportunity, good.
Like I said, right inside the three-point line. She loves that shot. We have a tie ball game here in Greensburg, 30-30 with about 4 minutes left before halftime.
This one's got the feel of one that could come up clutch towards the end. Is another foul called here.
Now they're calling it close on defense. You know, they're calling the arm bar there on Bianca Jasper. She's trying to keep her in front of her. Usually that's something you see on the offensive end, you know, trying to create space, but they're calling it the other way. They're going to head to the line as they're going to get 2 shots as the fouls have picked up quickly for the Vulcans. First
foul on Jasper, and we've reached 5 for the team.
Yeah, Cheyenne Trust looking to add to her total. I believe she's up to 8 points now in the game. And she makes the second, and they're going to take a 2-point lead here. 3:45 left on the clock. Seton Hill up 32-30.
Back with it, Jasper once again. Tress not exactly one you want to send to the line. She was 81% on the season before those 2 attempts. A lot of high shooting players on the Seton Hill team as Jasper pulls up with a 2.
Great look by Jasper. She comes off her defender off the screen and gets an easy look. Kate Nolan looking to come back into this game at the next whistle, and timeout called by Seton Hill. Patarsky wants to get Kate Nolan back in the game, drop a play, and get ready to get back at it.
We will step aside here. More basketball action coming up after this break. Tied at 32 with 3:24 left in the second quarter, right here on CTV Sports 1. Welcome back here. Action underway right off the jump. It's Nolan on the inside, has 2 against her. Hahn on a good defensive matchup there.
Great job by DJ Hahn. Goes up with both hands, gets him down on the ball for the block, goes out of bounds. Will stay with Seton Hill, but exactly what you want to see against her is what you have to do is keep her in front of you, get your arms up, try to get something on the ball.
Civitola on the inbound, goes long, right into the hands of Fisher. Fisher now back out to Trest. Trest with 10 to shoot for the Griffins. Thought she had a cutting play on the inside, and Fisher Burns there to knock it awry.
Yeah, great job by Monica Burns keeping her eyes on the ball, knocking it out, not giving any easy looks. And then, you know, Seton Hill has 6 seconds left on the shot clock here to try to produce some points.
Inbound Trest. Trest trying to work around Bennett here with 2 to shoot. Has to force that one. No good. Looking for an offensive rebound. They've got it. But stepping out of bounds there on that one. Stewart trying to track it down.
Yeah, Jess Strom looking for a foul on Tress there. She created the separation with the arm. This is what we've been talking about most of the game. She's yelling out to that call, letting the ref know that was happening there. And, luckily the Vulcans, the ball goes out of bounds and the Vulcans get the ball back. It's a tie game, just under 3 minutes left.
This game has the feel of any and every possession is going to matter down the stretch as Harrington fires away on a three and rims it in.
Al Harrington not afraid to shoot it, great. She's on, she's on. She was a great high school player, scored well over 1,000 points in her career, and she's feeling it tonight. She's made 2 3-pointers in the first half here for us. Lauren Bennett, big defense, knocks the ball away.
Big steal here, back the other way. One-on-one matchup for Bennett. Fouled on that.
Yeah, that's going to be a second on Cheyenne Tress. That might be it for her for the first half, although it's only 2 minutes left. We've seen you can race out real quickly in these games, and, the Vulcans now up by 3. Big thing in this game I think we got to talk about, 17 second chance points now for Cal in this game. That foul big there as Lauren Bennett's going to head to the line. Another thing, Cal's taken 38 shots in this game as Seton Hill's taken 22.
First good for Bennett. Lauren Bennett, a 75% shooter from the charity stripe so far this season.
Only the third shot for the Vulcans in this game from the line, but shooting 5 of 12 from long range. It's always good to see that.
Got it off the front. 2 of 2 in that trip for Lauren Bennett. 37-32 lead.
Yeah, if you haven't been watching a lot of the Vulcans this year, they've become very big shooters from the perimeter, and when they're feeling it from out there, those points can add up real quick.
Over to the far side for Fisher. Fisher back inside. Nolan. Bennett smacks that one away. Quick hands there. Leads to transition opportunities, and now Burns able to dodge that one, but foul called on the break.
Cindy Rybel picking up the foul there, trying to stop Monica Burns from scoring. Monica Burns is a great shooter from the free throw line. Not the girl you want going to the line.
First on Raybold in this game so far, and 4th on the team.
Fisher goes out of the game. Kamaski checks in for Seton Hill as Burns gets ready to take her first shot from the line, and it's in.
Monica Burns, 86% so far on the year. Doesn't get quite better than that. Quick hello to Matt Kiefer joining us from his living room couch right now on YouTube. Hope he's enjoying.
Not many times I get to get him a call on here, but me and Matt work together in sports information office. It's a great work environment. We keep it going.
Another foul called on the defensive end here. We'll see who gets it. I believe it'll be Harrington.
That's her third, so she's definitely going to have to check out of this game. Here comes Brown Allen.
Quick foul trouble for the first career starter, Harrington.
Yeah, it's her first career start. Sometimes the freshmen just have a little harder time picking up Jess's defense, and she picks up a foul there. She's not going to like that. It's definitely going to make her much more limited in the second half, but that's what happens when you're playing with 2 fouls.
Civitolo, good on that one. Second chance to come here. 76.5% for her so far this year. One of the mid-tier shooters for the Griffins. Bricks that one off the back.
Monica Burns picking up the rebound as Bianca Jasper gets ready to take it up the court here.
Back with this once again with 1:40 left to go here before the half. Back over Hahn. Hahn with a 3-point shot. Looked a bit short, however, was long in the long run. We'll stay with Cal U here as Allen tried to chase that one down, and crowd pretty upset about that call.
Yeah, it did kind of look like it went off Brianna Allen, but she did take a little bit of a body hit underneath there. Lucky there wasn't a foul call and let it stay Cal's ball there. So kind of agree with the call. It kind of would have went either way.
Jasper back with it once again. Looking to attack and goes to Hahn for a 3. Scoots aside for a long 2. No good.
Yeah, Monica Burns silently 11 points, 6 rebounds in this game. So not the tallest girl out there, but doing work on the glass and also leading the team in scoring right now.
Right place, right time often for her. Fisher working on the inside. Rather shot up there for Nolan.
Great defense again by DJ Hahn there. Keeping her in front, knocking the ball a little loose.
Here's Allen for a finish off the dribble and good.
Great court vision by the floor general, Bianca Jasper, finding Bree Allen streaking down again for an easy lay-in.
Good run here for Cal U towards the end of the first half with under a minute left to go. Back dribbling through with this one Kamaski now inside, kick out long. It'll be a long shot for Trest, and that one was a dart, missed everything.
Short Lauren Bennett really doing it well on the defensive end. A couple steals, now gets a rebound there. You know, it's great to see her playing an effect in this game. Whether if she's not going to score points, it's great to see her playing defense. It's exactly what we want to see out of the Vulcans, and that's why they're in the lead now.
Looking to take the air out of the ball here in this one, as it's about a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Under 10 to shoot for Cal U. Jasper one-on-one matchup, ISO'd up top, and now Burns looking for space. Has to throw it up with 2 seconds off the front. Bennett trying to chase it down, but it's not really going to matter much as they'll bring us to the end of the first half here. Cal U in the lead, 41-33.
Yeah, what a way, they let Seton Hill get out to such a quick lead there, close it down there. Big number to look at here. Cal 23 rebounds already in this game. 13 offensive boards. That has led to 17 second chance points for this team. Almost half their points are coming there. A great thing that's been stressed by this team after being offensively out-rebounded hard in that game against Edinboro, and they're out to now 41-33. Great overall game, and it's great that Bianca Jasper has come off the bench. It's been a while since she's come off the bench for this team, and she's played a big influence in helping this team get out to their lead.
Sounds like a plan to me, so we'll send it into one of the new things back at the CU TV studios. We've got Gary Smith with Around the PSAC. Let's send it to Gary.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friends?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji!
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Inside the PSAC. I'm your host, Gary Smith. The league has reached its halfway point for the 2019-2020 basketball season, and at the halfway point, let's take a look around the conference on the women's side first to see what is going on in the PSAC. First in the PSAC West, IUP leads the pack 9-0 in conference, 14-1 overall. Seton Hill and Gannon are close behind, 2 games behind in fact, 7-2 both in conference, and then Seton Hill was 12-2 overall. Gannon is 11-4 overall. Cal U holds down the 4th spot with a 6-3 divisional record, 12-3 overall. Edinboro 5-4, 7-6, and then Mercyhurst, Pitt Johnstown, Clarion, and Slippery Rock all fighting for that last PSAC West playoff spot. As you can see, Mercyhurst 4-11, Pitt Johnstown over 500 at 8-7, but then Clarion and Slippery Rock both with dual 3-12 overall records, 1-8 in the conference. Now let's take a look at what's happening on the other side of the Susquehanna River in the PSAC East. It's a close race up top with East Stroudsburg, Kutztown, and Shippensburg all 6-3 in division. East Stroudsburg with a 10-5 record, followed by Kutztown and Shippensburg with identical 9-6 records. Shepherd and Lock Haven are tied for the next spot, both at 5-4, although Shepherd has an impressive 11-4 overall mark. Lock Haven over 500, 8-6. And then Bloomsburg, Westchester, Millersville, Mansfield, all are fighting for that last playoff spot. Bloomsburg 4-5, Westchester 3-6, Millersville 3-7, Mansfield 1-8. And let's take a look at the schedules in the PSAC. First, for this Wednesday, a lot of good basketball being played across the Commonwealth, probably highlighted by the top two games you see on the schedule. California at Seton Hill. That game is at 5:30 in Greensburg, PA. Both teams are fighting right behind IUP. And then IUP is at Edinburgh. Edinburgh coming off an upset at Cal U this weekend. Then Gannon at Clarion, Mercers at Pitt Johnstown. And then the lone crossover game this week on Wednesday is Millersville at Slippery Rock. And then moving over to what is happening this Saturday, as it's a busy weekend of basketball in the PSAC, isn't it always? Highlighted once again at the top, Cal U at IUP at the Kovalchuk Center, 5:30 on Saturday. See Clarion at Edinburgh, Slippery Rock at Pitt Johnstown. Those are afternoon games. The other 5:30 game that day is Gannon at Mercyhurst for the Niagara Cup. And then the one crossover on Saturday is Shippensburg at Seton Hill, which should be a heck of a ball game between two good teams. And then Mansfield, East Stroudsburg will play Shepherd at Millersville, Kutztown at Westchester, Lock Haven at Bloomsburg. And for all kinds of information about the PSAC, make sure to look at their website, psacsports.org, for everything involving the PSAC. And for more Cal U information, make sure to check out everything we have on CUTV Sports 1, where we have all the games live. Make sure to smash that subscribe button so you always see the notifications when the games are live and anytime we have new material up on CUTV Sports 1 as well. Check our Twitter page, which is at CUTV_PA, because we will also tweet out the links, the live links, so there's no excuse to not know when anything is live. And finally, check out all the hard work by our good friends at Sports Information, KyleVulcans.com. Matt Kiefer, Alex Team, and their staff do a great job. After the break, we will take a look at what's going on the men's side of the PSAC.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend?
It's complicated. I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
And welcome back to Inside the PSAC. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Smith. We took a look at what was going on the women's side. Now let's take a look at what's going on the men's side in the PSAC. First, everything in the PSAC West, the standings. IUP and Pitt Johnstown sit atop the PSAC West standings, both at 8-1 in conference. IUP 13-1 overall. Pitt Johnstown, a game behind the overall record, 14-2. Cal U and Mercyhurst are tied for the next spot. Cal U 6-3 in the PSAC West, 10-5 overall. So 3 teams in the PSAC West with double-digit wins already. Mercyhurst is right there with 8-5, so 2 games behind that. Gannon and Slippery Rock and Edinburgh all kind of fighting for that last PSAC West playoff spot. Gannon 5-4, Slippery Rock 3-6, and Edinburgh 2-7. None of those teams are over 500. Then Seton Hill and Clarion at the bottom of the standings, 1-8, and then Seton Hill is 2-10 overall, and Clarion is 2-13 overall. And let's take a look at what's going on in the PSAC East. Once again, no changes there. It's going to be a tight race for the top on the east side as well. Westchester and Shippensburg, both 8-1. Westchester was riding a long winning streak before losing this past week. They are 14-1 overall. Shippensburg is 12-3 overall, and then a few games behind Millersville, 5-4, 8-7 overall. East Stroudsburg, Bloomsburg, and Kutztown on a logjam, 4-5 overall. East Stroudsburg's over 500, 8-6. Then Bloomsburg, 1 game under at 7-8. Kutztown is 6-9. And then bringing up the bottom of the standings, Lockhaven, Mansfield, and Shepherd. Shepherd in their first season of PSAC play are 2-7 in the East and 6-9 overall. And once again, we are in the stretch of the season where it's Wednesday and Saturday. Let's take a look at the schedule this Wednesday. Once again, Cal U at Seton Hill, 7:30. A lot of late games as the custom on Wednesday. Most of the games between 7 and 7:30. The 1 8:00 game is Bloomsburg at Shippensburg. But you see Cal U at Seton Hill, IUP at Edinburgh, Gannon at Clarion, Mercyhurst at Pitt Johnstown, which has a lot of implications in the standings. The lone crossover game this Wednesday, Millersville at Slippery Rock. And then you see the West, Westchester at Lockhaven, East Stroudsburg at Shepherd, Bloom at Ship, and Mansfield at Kutztown. And no rest for the weary. 2 days after that, or 3 days after that on Saturday, the big one, if you're a Cal U fan and an IUP fan, Cal U at IUP, the Kovalchuk Center, 7:30 p.m. California looking to get a road win at IUP. And then you see Clarion at Edinburgh, Slippery Rock at Pitt Johnstown. Those are afternoon games. California and IUP, the lone nightcap. So a full day of basketball in the PSAC. Gannon at Mercyhurst, once again in the downtown local rivalry in Erie. That's at 3:30. Shippensburg at Seton Hill, Mansfield at East Stroudsburg, Shepherd at Millersville, Kutztown at Westchester, and Lockhaven at Bloomsburg. And once again, for all the information on the PSAC, make sure to check out psacsports.org for all schedules, players of the week, standings, not only in basketball in every sport. And once again, follow us for live Vulcan basketball on CUTV Sports 1. Make sure to smash that subscribe button to get the quickest and most up-to-date information when CUTV Sports 1 goes live. We will have both games on the road this week for Cal U, Wednesday night at Seton Hill and Saturday at IUP. And if you want more information, more updates, check out our Twitter page. Like our Twitter page and follow us at CUTV_PA for all of our up-to-date informations and news and tidbits. And once again, for all Cal U athletics, make sure to check out the fine work our good friends over at Sports Information do. Matt Kiefer, Alex King, and their staff at at calvulcans.com, and check out their work. So that's been this week in the PSAC. We'll see you next week.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back for the second half of action here. Cal U leads 41-33. Tyler Kirkwood and Alex King joining you here today. Alex, right before we get ready for the second half of action, let's check out some of the notable halftime stats from this one.
Yeah, I think the big thing we talked about at the break was that Cal U scored 17 second chance points in this game on 10 offensive rebounds. A huge stat there for them. 13 points off turnovers, both teams with 12 points in the paint in this game. And Cal even getting some help from their bench with 10 points. Granted, that might have a lot to do with Jasper coming off the bench today, Bree Allen coming off the bench today, and Shauna Harrison. But great overall performance. They were down as much as 9 points in the first quarter there. Now they're up by 8 at half. And, you know, things are going in the right way for Cal. And let's see if they can keep the momentum up. They were getting it as the second quarter was coming to an end. Let's see if they can bring it up in the third quarter.
Just about ready for second half action here. Starters back out onto the court.
Yeah, that music doesn't get you hyped up. I don't know what will, but because that's gotta be a heck of a second half here as Cal's gonna start with the ball.
Setting the court between both these teams for Seton Hill, number 2, Sydney Raybould, number 13, Lexi Civitolo, number 20, Cheyenne Tress, number 23, Samantha Kuzmaki, number 32, Katie Nolan. Setting the court for Cal U, we've got number 5, Hallie Harrington, number 15, DJ Hahn, number 1, Bianca Jasper, number 34, Brianna Allen, number 25, Monica Burns. Here's Allen on the inside, batted away by Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan just great there on the defensive end. Like I said, double-double in the first half. Looking to keep it going here. DJ looks for the steal there early.
Out it goes, but it will stay on this end here for Seton Hill.
Yeah, notable to look at. Sorry to step on you there. Kate Nolan, okay. 11 points, 11 rebounds in the first half. 7 of 8 coming from the free throw line. So she's also comfortable at the line. So it's not even a given to just foul her and send her to the line. She's also making them from there as well.
Tress back with this one. Now inside goes Raybould. Raybould cross court there. Athletic move by Jasper to reach up, steal that one down. Now she's going to try to finish on the opposite end and carries it the whole way, and it's good.
Good to see. Great speed from Bianca Jasper. She had a couple looks like that in the first half that didn't go her way. It's great to see it happen here early in the third quarter.
Tress back with this one. Just into the second half here. On inside they go, an offensive foul call.
Yeah, great job there by Monica Burns. Looked like she definitely got the position there in time, held tight, took a huge charge. Cal's going to end up getting the ball back, up 10, 43-33 with a little under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter.
10-point lead for Cal U after a rocky first half, to say the least. Seton Hill's going to come up with a steal here. Now they'll break it up the court, 2-on-1 the other way. Bit of a longer pass force Kuzmaki to slow things down.
Allen on Tress here at the top.
Tress trying to find a way past Allen. Now dump off Kuzmaki once again. Trying to find a way inside. The Griffins are here. Not the biggest lineup on the court for Cal U, so maybe attacking inside's a good look for them. Float shot up for Civitolo, no good.
And good job by Cal not allowing any second chance opportunities there, getting the board down, letting Bianca Jasper bring it up the court here.
Couple moving off the ball here. Now it's a long shot there for Burns off left. Almost stolen away there by Allen. Both the inseparable duo of Lauren Bennett and Brianna Allen in on that one, and they had some great things to say on this edition of the Jess Strom Show the latest edition, I should say. So go check out their interview on CUTV Sports 1 in between games here, because they were great together.
Yeah, they're great friends on and off the court. I believe they're roommates, and as they say, big Cal U fans.
Big Cal U fans. Back with this one here for Trest.
Trest sitting on 3 fouls. She can't afford to pick up another one offensively or defensively here.
No one working on Han. Han tried to sell it, but nowhere to go with that one.
Yeah, Kate Nolan up to 13 points now, leading all players and scoring currently, and she's getting it started right here and trying to chip away at this Cal U lead.
13 points and 12 rebounds for Nolan. There's a long shot, no good, brought in by Trest. Trest trying to find her way through 3. Has to backpedal slightly, but able to sort through the mess.
Good look there by DJ Hahn, but unable to get the fall.
Far side for Civitolo. Burns staying on top of her. Bennett went inside. That one's good.
Civitola, good look inside. Kay Nolan there to create some separation, even on the offensive side, and she does a good job there as Hal Harrington heads to check into this game.
Didn't see her to set the court for the beginning of the second half here. She had 3 fouls. That was my mistake. Here's a long 2 for DJ Hahn. Good.
DJ getting the corner 3 chance there on the last possession. Wasn't able to get a drop. Gets a good look here. Like I said, right inside the 2-point line is right where she likes it. She gets that look again and makes them pay.
10 for DJ Hahn so far through this one. Nolan tried to feed the cut on the inside there, but Kazmaki was just a step behind.
Yeah, DJ Hahn in the game now, 10 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist in this game. She's really doing a great job. She got the start today. She's proven that she is a starter for this team and proven that she's still hot.
Harrington back with this one, fresh off the check-in. Jump feed inside, now she'll get it back. Tee up a 3, spins out. Look at Jasper rising up for the O rebound. Got it.
With that 19-second chance points now for Cal U, another offensive board for this team. I think that's 11 now in this game. What a great job, or 14 now in this game. What a great effort.
You can't ask for much more. Civitolo back with this one. Now up top, Jasper in on a tough defensive matchup on Kazmaki. She's a bit shorter on that one. Now here's Nolan on the inside. Dribble in and good.
Hey, Nolan, man, she's having a great game here, and she just keeps it going. 15 points now, and she's going to be the reason Seton Hill's going to keep this game close as we progress.
Turn around for DJ Hahn off the front. However, they've got another offensive rebound here. Now back outside to Bennett for a 2 off the front. Brought in by Civitolo.
Not able to get points on that possession, but they're just closing in each time. They're crashing the boards. It's exactly what this team needs to do.
Nolan alone for another 2, and she continues to have a strong game. Not much more you can say about that.
Now, DJ Hahn caught ball watching there, in my opinion, and just left her open there underneath. They find her easily. She gets an easy lay-in, 17 points now.
Still a 6-point lead for Cal U, 20th ranked in the country on the road. Crashing between the two of them now. We're going to see a bit of a shorthand scenario here on the opposite end until everyone catches up. Trest working on Jasper, far side pass there. Now up it's Raybold. Raybold back to the outside, down the corner for Civitolo with a 3. Missed everything, but right into the hands of Nolan, so they'll call that one a pass.
Yeah, just a little long, but falls right into the hands of Katie, into Nolan there, and she's now up to 19. She's scored on multiple possessions. Jess Strong calls a timeout, wants Shauna Harrison in the game. Maybe that's the matchup they want to get now. It's just, they're cutting in this league quick, and like I said, it's due to Katie Nolan. 47 Cal, 43 Seton Hill.
Looking at the PSAC West standings, talked about it during the break, but if you're back with us now, Seton Hill up top there, 7-2, 12-2. Gannett right behind them, 11-4. IUP 14-1. They're taking on Edinburgh today. We'll talk about that here in a couple seconds. But Cal U 12-3. Just like you said, Alex, all 3 of those teams above Cal U, next 3 on the slate.
Yeah, it's quite a stretch here. That's why it's so important to pick up a win here in Greensburg right now. I mean, you get to 7-3, and you get Seton Hill to 7-3, and you got to. We'll see. Gannett's playing Clarion today, so I expect Cleve Wright and them to pick up that win there and move up. And then we looked at the halftime score. IUP, shooting very well. I think shooting 40% and holding Edinburgh to only 8 and 8 shots in the first half. I mean, geez. So Seton IUP ranked, I believe, 8th in the country right now. They're going to move up to what I believe is 10-0 in conference.
Quick check-in with Edinburgh and IUP, 39-27 in the third quarter right now. Crimson Hawks have the lead on the road. Good matchup going on actually over on the eastern side as well. Shepherd and East Stroudsburg, both top 4 members of that conference. East Stroudsburg first, 10-5 overall. Shepherd, 11-4 for them. 39-37. Shepherd's got the lead here, looking to take on the top dog in the East.
Yeah, I think a big conversation last year was Cal U IUP. Who's going to be the 1? Who's going to be the 2? Now it's a question of who's going to be the 1 through 4 even. IUP, they had a bad stretch then last season. Losing to Seton Hill and Cal, I think in back-to-back games. So it's never out of the question who could lose week to week. And Cal went into IUP last year, upset the #1 team in the nation at the time, got the win. We're going to see that matchup on Saturday. Very exciting, but we got to finish out this one.
Yeah, and it's far away, but not so far away here. But the fact, you think whoever finishes that high and gets that good seeding, you're going to be the one hosting the conference tournament come the end of the season. So that's always something to keep in the back of your mind.
Yeah, East held it last year, so the top team from the West, if they're still in it, will host.
Back here with Monica Burns on the offense, looking for Jasper Cutting. Here's Harrison diving, keep it in bounds, but out it goes. Back to Seton Hill. Looks like we'll see a timeout here on the floor. And it'll be media length as well, so we'll go ahead and jump aside here. Cal U 47, Seton Hill 43. 4:03 left to go in the third quarter of action. Can Cal U finish this one off on the road? Stay tuned for the rest of the third quarter and more to find out here on CUTV Sports 1.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Back here at Seton Hill University, top 4 PSAC West matchup today between Cal U, 20th ranked, and Seton Hill. Seton Hill was a team who was making a push towards the end of last season to find their way into the NCAA tournament. Ultimately got passed up for West Liberty, who took the 8th spot in the tournament last year. But they're looking to right their ship here and get quality wins such as this one to find themselves in the tournament this year.
Each one's so critical down the stretch here. Being 7-2 is very impressive in conference play this early, when we just felt like we just started West play, and they've picked up a lot of crossover wins. And a charge called there. Big job by Hal Harrington. The bench does not like it for Seton Hill.
Crowd doesn't like it either.
No, they do not.
This is one of the more hostile environments I think I've seen in the past couple of years here. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's full everywhere. I mean, I see Seton Hill's volleyball coach here. I see some Cal administration here. Saw Tony Russo, saw Jenny Morrison here, Jane Oberdorf. Even some Cal faithful over there sitting right behind the bench.
Back to the outside now, Jasper with a 3, clinked off. Harrison funnels it up, so another chance on deck here for the Vulcans. Back over Allen, 2-shot up for the baseline, good.
There we go, Brianna Allen finally getting that shot to fall. She's had that chance a couple times. Something Cal you must have saw on tape is Seton Hill is not doing a very good job boxing out, and they are finding these offensive boards today.
They're coming out energetic here after that loss a couple days ago as Burns picks up a block foul on that attempt.
Always going to be hard to pick up charges on back-to-back possessions there, and Monica Burns, smaller player can, look like she cut off the path there and got knocked down, but that's a call that can go either way a lot of the times in this game.
Second foul for Burns and second for the team here. Fighting for a rebound there, now a foul call in that tie-up mess there. We'll see who's going to get it. I think it'll go to Harrington.
It's going to be her 4th. I mean, the ball's up in the air. They're both reaching for it. There's been a lot of loose ball fouls called in this game. It seems like just people battling and they're just not getting the go. Lauren Bennett checking into the game. Great on the defensive end. She led the team with 4 steals in the first half, so she can definitely provide the spark they need on this defensive end, looking for stops in the third quarter.
And you saw her going in for a couple of punches down there and trying to set up some of those rebounds. Just the slightest of touches helps out. 2-shot there for Seton Hill, no good as it goes right into the hands of Bianca Jasper, who gallops her way forward with this one.
Air ball by Stewart, picked up by Bianca Jasper there, and as they get back on the offensive end here.
It's 2 minutes and a half left here in this third quarter. Things moving quickly. It's been a briskly called game here. You haven't seen that many stoppages of play. Two going to check in here for Seton Hill, looking to bring some stretch height out at the next break as Nolan takes a tumble and somehow washes two out with her on that one.
Harrison stepping in there, getting a ball on it, and then letting Cal get the steal. Brianna Allen at the other end, laying good.
More for Allen here, 51-43.
Right, 8 points for Brianna Allen.
Now it's back on the offensive end for Nolan. Nolan thought about a turnaround shot, still pivoting with this one, goes to Civitolo. And now a call that will go Cal U's way, an offensive foul here.
Kate Nolan, illegal screen there. Call took out Monica Burns completely. That's going to be a foul there. And it looks like a timeout's going to be called by Katarski of Seton Hill.
He's going to need a timeout, try to sort things out before the run starts to overcome his team here with a 43-51 deficit that he needs to find his way out of.
Yeah, sometimes we talk about coaches. Katarski trying to keep the game close, you know, not trying to let it play out too much. A coach like Jeff Strom, very experienced, you know, doesn't usually use timeouts unless she really needs them, likes to save them. Sometimes just likes to say, you know, team, figure it out. We'll stay in this game, and she's done that today. Hasn't really had to call too many timeouts. Let the team play. 51-43 lead is great. I mean, Kate Nolan, great game. She picks up a foul there. Kate Nolan in this game currently is just going off. 19 points, 6 of 10, 7 of 8 from the line, 13 rebounds. She's going to take a seat on the bench, though, here. You know, we've seen her, she's played most of this third quarter. She's going to take a break. We probably won't see her the rest of this quarter.
Seton Hill's played a couple of tough sides so far in this one. We'll talk about that at the next opportunity after reviewing their schedule. But back now here, we've got Jasper on the offensive end for Cal U. Now Jasper back with it. Had an open lane and decides to cruise right on in, and that one worked out for the better.
Double figures now for Bianca Jasper. She's at 10 now in the game.
10 and 5 so far for Jasper in terms of points and rebounds. Almost had a steal there, but Civitolo able to jump up and catch that one. Now up onto the inside, it rolls away. We'll stay with Seton Hill.
Thought that went off the foot there, Seton Hill. I thought Cal was going to get it, but they call it out on Bri Allen. It's going to stay there, ball 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Tyler was in on that one, trying to make a move underneath the basket for the Griffins. 1:36 left to go in the third quarter of action here. A close affair. It might not seem like it on the scoreboard, but Civitolo with a chance for two. Good.
Takes the contact, great lay-in. Could have been an and one there. As Katarski calls out to Cheyenne Tress there to get the defense ready as Bianca Jasper brings up, needing a stop.
53-45, the score reads. Now rushing inside Jasper, throws up a shot. Didn't quite see it there. Allen almost had the offensive rebound, but it will end up with Seton Hill.
Yeah, not the best look there from Bianca Jasper. Huge toss up to the court there, and it's going to stay Seton Hill. Monica Burns was right there. She thought it definitely went off a Seton Hill player, Civitola there, and didn't go for the ball, and the ref ends up calling it Seton Hill's way.
Real close one there towards the end. Anybody, one of the best people in the house that had a good view for that towards the back end of the court there. Seton Hill's bench.
Yeah, we'll have to know what TK and Noah Mitchell saw on that one down there in the radio booth.
If anything, they probably saw the back of that referee as he's going to be stationed in front of them the whole way throughout the rest of this one.
Yeah, not too far down the table.
Allen with a move to get past, and couldn't quite convert on that one. Foul call.
Brianna Allen not liking the call, throwing the ball over at the top of her head. Not lucky to not pick up the technical there. That's a little bit too animated for most officials, but she looked like she was just battling for the ball. She picks up her third foul. I mean, this game's close. You do not want to be picking up too many fouls. I mean, we already see Hal Harrington on 4 and now Bri Allen on 3. If this game, you know, we don't want to talk about overtime, but if this game goes late, you never know what could happen, and you don't want your best players sitting on the bench.
It's 3 for her and DJ Hahn back into the game here now. Hahn steps up on the defensive effort now, brought a 2, and now Harrison on the defensive end, trying to keep it in bounds, and does.
What a great job. She gets the ball, turns her head, just tosses it up lightly to give her players enough time to get underneath it. Bianca Jasper right there to take it away.
Jasper holding on to this one, 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Just pressing to the end of the third here. 6 to shoot, 5, 4, 3, 2 inside at the last second. They'll call a travel there. She did kind of work it around. And I saw you nodding throughout the whole in that one, Alex. You agree?
Yeah, just went up and down there. Never got rid of the ball. It was great defense, and she couldn't get it off. It's an easy travel call. Great call by the ref there. They're going to give them a chance to get points here. 3.6 seconds. Enough to probably to get the ball pretty close to the three-point line for a decent look here. Let's see what happens.
Raybold to inbound this one on the right side. Went long, smacked away by Bennett, kept alive. Jasper tries to track it down. Ooh, she takes a tumble there. Raybold went crashing in for that one as well, so we'll see what comes out of this. With 0.1 second left on the clock here.
It's going to stay Cal's ball. They're going to call it on number 2 there, Raybold. She's got to pick up the foul, and don't think it's physically possible to get off a shot in this kind of time, Colin. So we'll see what happens unless they add some time to they're discussing right now. They might actually add some time here. Might be enough to get off a quick look. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, unless you really bend the laws of space and time, there's really no way you're going to get a shot off with 0.1 seconds left.
Looks like they are going to put some time on the clock here. She's talking to him right now and looking at the clock. 0.4 is going to be put on the clock. That's
enough.
Possible.
You can do something with that. You have to be real quick about it, but.
And Jess probably has a call here to find somebody real quick and just toss it up. I mean, look possibly for Harrison here. Maybe Hahn, maybe Monica. Monica's got a quick trigger, but you got to assume they're going to try to lock her down here. We'll see.
From the far side of the court, probably will rotate close. No, looks like they're going to go to Harrison this time. She's got it, will throw it up, puffed off by 2, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter here. CalU leads 53-45 on the road. Big fourth quarter coming up. Stay tuned to find out how this one shakes down here on CUTV Sports 1.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
Welcome back here to Seton Hill University. Looking over the schedules between both of these two teams, Seton Hill's played a couple of opponents that have given CalU a bit of trouble, notably Millersville. Put a good win on them, 86-82, and actually blew out Shepherd as well, another team that gave CalU some fits earlier in the season, 102-85.
I mean, we talked about this team scoring over 80 points a game. Man, what a great performance there, 102. I mean, we only won by 6 points. It was a 66-60 game, you know, it was a close game. Shepherd seems like a very good side. I mean, they've won, I think, double-digit games already this season, and great addition to the PSAC for the women's side. And the men's side is also doing well.
Really strong side out of the East so far. Very uncharacteristic just seeing out of them. Back in action here on the west side and in Greensburg. It's Seton Hill with the first possession of the fourth, and it's no one with a runner. DJ Hahn grabs the board.
And it's going to be critical for Cal to get some points early on here. Put the pressure on Seton Hill to find the answers. Kate Nolan, you know, the offense went stagnant without her out there. And now she's back out there. We'll see what happens. Sean Harrison
with a 3 on this one, off wide right here. Regathered by Seton Hill. Really, they even have another really impressive effort for them. They even beat St. Francis in an exhibition. That's difficult.
Yeah, they're a very good team. I mean, they lost their biggest player from last year, and there's Kate Nolan on the boards again. With now she's over 20 for the game. That's 21 for her. But yeah, I mean, Katarski's a great coach. I mean, he's really pulled it out of him the last 2 years, and you know, he's relied on Cheyenne Trust to really be the leader for this team since she's been a freshman.
I mean, I'll take the exhibition that CalU play as a test of strength 9 times out of 10 as Hahn was batted away on that attempt, and now Seton Hill looking to break it out here. Pivot foot there, able to hold on to that possession for Raybold. Now over with this one, it's Weeks. Wanted to check into Kelly Weeks. Raybold once again, along the line they go, back outside, Trest, long shot up, that one rims off. No one fights for it, ends up in the hands of Bennett, now Burns with it.
Tough three-point shooting game for them today. I mean, I think that's going to make it 3 of 13 from range in this game. It's been very tough for them to find that range shot, which has been so successful for them all year.
Here's Burns on the attack, scoots past 3, can't finish. Good opportunity there. Trest back with it, working on Hahn. Tried to break out some moves on that to get past DJ. Ball's going back to Cal U now.
You know, big number we didn't even look at. Individual rankings, Sydney Rabel ranking first in NCAA Division II in assist-to-turnover ratio. Currently on the team. I mean, that's a very impressive stat. It seems like she's sort of running the point with Tress as well. So, I mean, a very underrated stat there that we didn't see.
Back here, Harrison.
But Courtney Cesari not being on the score right now is definitely affecting them.
That'll be a tough thing for them to try to work through for the rest of the season. Try to extend their season as far as they can as Burns on the attack, able to pot that one.
Especially a good Shippensburg team coming in here over the weekend. Great men's side. The women's side is Ariel Jones is one of the best offensive players this conference has seen in a very long time.
Just watching her in person on that road game, wow, she's something.
She continues to develop. She's one of the fastest, I think, to get to. I think she's gotten to 2,000 points maybe in her career. I can't remember what the number was, but she's just screamed past numbers.
Turned over there, Jasper, much faster, racing down the court, working on the box out, goes back to Cal U, but back to Jones, Alex. Actually, Devlin Herrera had a good, interesting point to bring on that to himself. She's from around the area where he's from, and he noted he played a lot of summer ball with her, actually, in some of the facilities out there. She's not afraid to play with some of the big dogs. So that one's turned over there, batted back to Jasper, and she wasn't quite the whole way back in bounds there, so they'll go to Seton Hill.
Yeah, Ariel Jones, I mean, she's a very impressive player. She is the overall best player on that team. I mean, but Shippensburg has never been known for having the best women's program, but she's definitely become a leader on that team, and her name will be remembered for a long time as a Raider.
Turnaround shot for Nolan, off wide there into the hands of Harrison, and now Bennett throws some bows to make some space, and now they can push back up. 7 minutes left to go here in this one.
Not the look Katarski wants from Nolan. She wants her to stay down low and get those easy lay-ins, and she's, you know, they'll give her space out there, make her make that shot, and this time she didn't.
21 for Katie Nolan so far in this one. It's a matchup that's working very well for her so far as a foul called here.
That's going to go against Tress. That's going to be her fourth. I mean, you got to assume Katarski. Oh, he's going to make the sub. Her not being out on the court, and if that's going to put a lot of pressure on Katie Nolan to fight through being tired late in this game and really step up offensively. Katie Tress out of the game. Rabel and Nolan having to step up big here now.
Bree Allen back into the game as well for DJ Hahn. Monica Burns off the inbound, scooted through, blocked away by Civitola once again. That's been a good matchup for Seton Hill so far. They've been able to really negate some of those attempts there for Burns, who rolls past the defense, and Civitolo's got some length, and she's got a pretty long wingspan, so she's able to bat away some of those things like that.
It's her fourth block, if you can believe that. I mean, she's been on Monica Burns once tonight. She's got a lot of them against her. Great block there.
You think about that equates to almost 10 points there, just blocking those away. That's a big swing of things. You think you add that on the scoreboard for Cal U, this is a completely different ball game. That's a good matchup playing there.
Yeah, up 8 right now with 6:33 left.
Trying to add some more here with a Harrison 3 off the back. Board brought down by Seton Hill. And now check in Stewart bringing this one up for the Griffins. Now she'll shoot a 3 turnaround off the side. Allen's got it, batted away, and it'll stay with Seton Hill.
Allen battled for it, knocked it out of bounds. Rabel boxed out, I think, Jasper and Dennett there to grab that board. That's what Katarski wants to see as they're trying to shrink this lead.
Quick inbound to Civitolo, bodied up there by Shauna Harrison, but another foul call.
Shauna just getting there a little late, trying to block off the avenue, and the foul had to be called there.
Civitola going to jump to the line here. 1 of 2 so far today for her from the stripe.
Civitola had 7 blocks entering this game. She got 4 tonight, over half her total, almost half her total.
Couldn't hit on that one. Looking for a second chance here. That's a lot, almost, you said doubling that total on the season. Wow.
Typically a pretty good free throw shooter too, 76% from the line. Misses the first.
Missed that one as well here, so 0-2 on that trip. Fortunate for Cal U.
Cal U's going to pretty much start slowing it down here, you know, trying to develop their plays, not rush anything too much, no reason to. Cal U doesn't want to play not to lose though either.
Yeah, want to try to deflate the clock as well as you can and really not trying to change your game plan as much as well. Now back with Burns with under 10 to shoot, gets inside, throws up a strange looking 2, no good. Allen's got the offensive rebound, dribbles out of the mess.
Make that 18 offensive boards for Cal.
What a number so far for this team.
Yeah, I mean, the rebound numbers are pretty close in general. Seton Hill doing a good job on the defensive glass. Cal doing good on both.
2-1. Jasper's got to throw it up. Out to Harrison, right at the buzzer, and they'll say that it didn't get off in time. Shot clock violation on Cal U.
Yeah, ref originally threw up the hand for the 3, and then seemed to change his mind and say shot clock violation. It was pretty close, bang bang right there. The shot ends up not falling anyway, so I mean, no harm, no foul. As Rabel brings it up the court here.
Here we go once again for Civitolo. Lost it, able to run back to it there, and this could just work out for Civitolo, and it does.
Another great job there. That's 12 points for her now, and the lead's down to 6 with about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
It's getting closer here for Cal U, 55-49. 20th ranked Vulcans looking to get their week started off with a bang here. Next 3 are going to be a difficult one this week alone. Difficult as well. Outside to Burns. 10 to shoot for Cal U. Hesitates on the step. Here's Burns on the attack. Smacked on that one, so she'll be shooting here.
Yeah, we should be taking a media break here, I believe. I wanted to reference to you now, Colin, huge development in the IUP Edinburgh game. Edinburgh now up 1 point. What a game going on. The 8th ranked IUP Crimson Hawks on the ropes in Erie.
What a great thing to send it to the Cal U schedule here. Speaking of that, of course, if they're able to drop this one, they'll host Cal on Saturday, 5:30, 7:30 for that. You'll be able to get it here live on CUTV Sports 1.
It's the ranked matchup everybody's really excited to see, and Michaela Barnes just scored her 17th point of the game. It's up to 3 points now. It is getting close here. There are about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter here. We're going to have to keep an eye on both games. Importantly, this one, it's not over yet here. 6-point lead, but man, it is close in both sides, and both sides are going to come down to these final 5 minutes.
Edinburgh continues to be a scrappy side, sitting in 5th in the PSAC West right now.
Definitely not a team you can underestimate. I mean, they have arguably the best scorer in the conference in Michaela Barnes. Dropped 35 on Cal the other night. I mean, she when you see her, she's a pretty small player. She kind of looks like Monica Burns in terms of the same height, but she can just drive to the hoop, shoot it, do anything. And, a lot of faith in her from their coach to lead this team. And, she definitely has done that. They had a team that had 4 1,000-point scorers on it last season. I mean, that's almost unheard of in college basketball. She's the last one remaining, and she's trying to lead this team and get them a better seed as they've struggled early in the season. This could be their 8th win here.
Monica Burns at the line here. 2 of 2 so far today. They get 3 of 3 now. One of the top 4 in the league's already secured a win. Clarion dropping 1-2 Gannon at home, 75-55. So Golden Knights moving up here potentially by the time this Wednesday action's all done.
Cleve Wright, one of the best coaches in the PSAC before he left to go Division I. He's back, and he's proving, even without his players, that he can lead this team to wins.
57-49 here. Seton Hill trying to channel their inner renegade here after putting on a mini display of their own after that break. Civitolo with this one. Went channeling it on the inside, and a foul called once again. Ooh, and now Civitolo is giving a little bit of attitude towards the referees here. Now that's something the league's trying to cut down on as a whole.
It seems like a lot of stuff. I haven't seen this a lot this year, honestly, watching home and away games, but throwing up the arm there is getting called a lot here tonight in Greensburg, and another one called on Monica Burns there.
Jasper tried to grab that steal, slid out of bounds, baseball style, trying to chase that one down.
Monica Burns on her 3rd foul, too. I think she's picked up 2 from basically performing an arm bar to keep her defender in front of her. Usually something offensively, but clearly a message sent by the refs to keep an eye on that.
Trest back into the ball game, trying to get started with a bang, but can't hit on that 3. Now 2 on Jasper, now back to just Civitolo. She brings it across the midcourt.
58-54 Edinburgh with about 3:30 left. Cal leading 57-49 with 4 minutes to go.
Burns back to Harrington, back through for Cal U after this break. Harrison over to Bennett. Bennett goes right past Trest and has that one stripped away in a foul call.
Bennett going to head to the line, trying to get this lead back up to 10. If she makes both here, that's going to be a Rabel's 3rd of the game as we're wandering down here. We're keeping a very close eye on both games here. As we can see, still the same lead here for Edinburgh, 58-54. Lauren Bennett heading to the line.
2 of 2 so far for Bennett today. 3 of 3. Cal U playing a pretty good part from the line so far today. 100%, 8 of 8 on every shot. 9 to 9 now.
I talked to Zion Collins on the Danny Sancombe show. He's like, one thing I wanted to develop this offseason, free throws, because you know what? They're free.
Always want something free. Best kind of stuff you can possibly get. 2 doubled in there for Seton Hill, trying to dribble out Stewart. Double still on Stewart. Harrington almost had it there. Ooh, awkward. Hopefully she comes up okay after that. Looks like she shook it off. That's a scary situation as it rolls out of bounds. We'll stay with Seton Hill with 11 on the shot clock.
Cheyenne Tress in a panic with 3 defenders closing in on her, and she weaves in and out of all of them and just almost creates a basket for Nolan there as they're on still have the ball here.
Long inbound to Civitolo. 10 to shoot for the Griffins now. Inside, Civitolo goes right around Burns. Clipped Burns slightly there. Nothing called, but rebound by Cal U. Harrington back with this one. Civitolo in, trying to punch away on the steal, playing close defense on the freshman, and they're able to poke one loose, but it will stay with Cal U.
And Harrington good in on the ball here, looking for Burns, and gets over to Jasper.
Jasper far side here with 3:20 left to go in a close one. 10-point ball game here. Seton Hill not out of it by any means. Looking for a quality win here at home. Harrington follows through with it, couldn't get it.
In and out there. I mean, what a great look she created for herself, and it just rolls out the same side she tried to put it in.
Here's Trest on the attack. Has to be careful. Has 4. Back outside they go. Nearly stolen. Opts for a soft touch. No finish.
Not able to find their touch here in the fourth quarter. Harrington picks up the dribble, but gets it over to Jasper.
Jasper back with this one. 2:48 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 2 of the top 4 teams looking to cement their standing as timeout called by Coach Strom, and it'll give us a good chance to check in on IUP Edinburgh once again. Alex keeping close look on it.
Yeah, it's the update's a little slow here at the moment, but we've got a 58-57 lead for Edinburgh. Crimson Hawks with the ball, dribbling it up the court. I can't exactly see the time on the clock at the moment. Like we said, it's a little slow getting updated here, but the Crimson Hawks have the ball. And this is a big game in the West, very big game. And that's going to be a foul called underneath as it looks like IUP will be heading to the line.
Things shake out correctly here. Let's say IUP drops this one metaphorically. 9-1 they'll become. Gannon's going to move up to 8-2. Seton Hill drops this one. It's going to be a shuffle. As Seton Hill becomes 7-3, Cal U becomes 7-3. So we should see IUP, or rather Seton Hill, they might drop to the 4 spot depending on how things shake out today.
That's how much things can shake out now in this, 1 to 4. It's so big now. It's, we talk to. That's the big talk with Cal is like, you have to win. You have to win these games. They're so critical. And starting off a 3-game road trip, playing the top 3 teams, they're all hot right now. Even if IUP drops this one, it's still going to be a tough one. KCAC is an environment that is tough to play in.
Got it done last year on the road as Harrington hits that one.
IUP up 59-58 now, made both at the line there as Edinburgh is on offense. And they get the lay-in, and they just took the lead, 60-59.
Here's Trest back with it for Seton Hill. Has to be careful, has 4. Could be a backbreaker if she fouls out for the Griffins. Banked in off the side there for Tiana Stewart. 62-51. Rather, 61-52, pardon me. Now it's back with Bennett.
Huge bucket there as Lauren Bennett has it.
2:10 left to go here and rolling. Seton Hill, time not their friend. Need to get a run started and quickly if they want to find their way back into this one. 2 minutes left to go. Burns back with it. On the roll to the inside. 10 to shoot for Cal U. Is fouled on the shot, so Burns will be shooting once again on the perfect free throw ledger so far for Cal U today. 9 of 9.
Big three-pointer by Edinburgh. Off the front of the rim, off the backboard, goes in. 63-59.
They look pretty excited over there for the Edinburgh faithful. A lot of people there as the first one up and good for Monica Burns. Back to a 10-point lead for Cal U.
We're definitely under a minute to go here in this game. It is close. It might be at least 30 seconds on that clock. I can see it ticking down quickly.
Second one for Burns, trying to keep the team record perfect. Got it.
Foul called on Edinburgh there as IUP will head to the line down 1.
Smacky back in the ball game for the Griffins. Inbound to Trest here with 1:50 left to go.
Looks like somewhere around 20 seconds left in that Edinburgh game.
Travel called here on the Griffins, and now things starting to become less likely for them as it's down to 1:47, and they just keep turning the ball over. These empty possessions are going to come back to hurt you. Inbound to Burns here, pushing everybody up the court. Goes back past to Harrington. They bring the press on Harrington, and she turns it over. Now Civitolo just has to finish and can. Gonna have to watch out for that.
IUP takes a 1-point lead in a timeout called by Edinburgh, 64-63.
Burns got the inbound here up to Harrington. Harrington's got the double, finding her way through it once again. Now up, and pace can slow slightly by Jasper here with 1:18 left to go. Shot clock equally synced up here. It'll be a minute left in the ball game by the time this possession's done with Cal U. 10 to shoot. Jasper going to work on the offensive end, goes up against two. That one's blocked away by Nolan. Now back with it, Tress. Tress draws two, has to pump the brakes slightly, but able to get across the line with relatively no trouble. Now a long shot up for Kuzmaki off the back. Nolan's got it. Second chance good.
This one's not over yet. Kate Nolan, 23 points. We're just under a minute to go.
Here's Burns up quickly with this one. Skates through two, make it now three, and now I think they're going to start playing the fouling game here.
Don't want to do that to Monica Burns, though. I mean, she's a great free throw shooter, and they're going to send her to the line.
You don't want to do it to this whole team.
Yeah,
as they continue to be perfect, 12 of 12 from the charity stripe. Burns back with this one once again here. Still trying to keep this perfect streak alive for the team from the free throw. Got it. 13 of 13. Looking for 14 of 14 now. This one trying to get the lead close, and they got it.
Yeah, those who may not know, with Monica Burns, set across all NCAA divisions, the record for most consecutive made free throws, 118 straight. Huge statistic. She's a great shooter from the line. Do not send her there.
I mean, having a great game so far, playing in her backyard here. 19 points for her, 1 rebound shy of a double-double in this one with 9. 19 and 9 for the new Stanton and Hempfield High product.
Looks like Edinburgh was forced to foul. We looked away just for a second there, and it's going to be 65-63 IUP right now. Edinburgh is going to probably need a three-pointer to stay in this game. Yes, they will. It's 66-63 in the fourth quarter, as another timeout will be taken.
That's always a tough place to play on the campus of Edinburgh. That seems to get the better of a lot of teams. Great teams go in there and struggle quite often.
They typically do, but good tape that Cal's going to get from that game to really see what they struggled with and what Cal can capitalize on in the coming days.
They're going to need anything they can to work against IUP. And now it's a long shot up there for Seton Hill. That one actually hit off the top of the basket completely and the shot clock.
Yep, out of bounds there for them. I mean, Cal's just slowly getting closer to this win. Like we said, last 2 times out here, haven't been able to find a win. Looks like they're going to get one here today with 35.8 seconds left.
Don't forget, you can stay tuned here. Second half of the doubleheader coming up. Cal U and Seton Hill men's action live at 7:30 on CUTV Sports 1. Jasper races her way up the court, and they're going to continue to play the foul game here as Tiana Stewart racks up another one.
Yeah, it's only going to get to the point where it's just not going to make sense to keep doing it. I mean, if Jasper goes to the line, increases to double digits. If Seton Hill's not able to answer quickly, I mean, we have 32.2 seconds left. It's going to be pretty much a wrap here. I think Rabel just fouled out of the game, so she's done for the night.
Jasper back at the line here. Good.
Huge call on Seton Hill. They grabbed a rebound, but they fell over, and the ref called a travel. So it's going to stay Edinburgh's ball.
Like you said, Raybold fouled out here. 3 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists on the day.
That's pretty big. I mean, she's a solid offensive player, solid defensive player as well. Cal U's now up 11, and Katarski's going to have one more talk here. I mean, he probably has one more play to draw up here. If they can't find an answer there, it's pretty much over for him.
Actually, I do apologize there. Raybold only has 3. Thought we were seeing her exit for the day there. But a couple in foul trouble. That might be the problem. Civitolo and Tress both had to find themselves on the bench multiple times here as they had 4 throughout this one.
Yeah, that was big. I mean, in the third, she picked up her 4th and really had to take a seat for most of the third into the 4th. Tough. It's just tough for them there. I mean, You need your leaders out on the court, and when they can't be there, it's tough. I mean, Monica Burns, 19 points in this game. She was averaging 16 coming into this game, and she's doing it now. As we're gonna take a quick look in at Edinburgh here. They're looking to inbound the ball down 3, looking for a 3, and it's blocked. Barnes looks for it. It gets blocked, and that is it. IUP will stay undefeated in conference play. 10-0 remain first in the conference. And that's it. I mean, what a game. 66-63 in Edinburgh. Big win by IUP. Great effort by Edinburgh, closing that gap that seemed pretty immense.
Cal, you just have to wrap this one up here today. Civitolo. Pass over there to Nolan. Now it's back to Trest. Here's Trest. Trest trying to shuffle past Harrison. Still has it back out to Civitolo. Only 2 different in seconds for a shot in game, but it'll be an offensive foul called here.
Huge call, and that will be the night for Hal Harrington. That will be her 5th. She's trying to pick up a charge there. Unable to get the call.
You're
Big
right.
basket. Brielle and DJ Hahn coming
for
in.
a minute. Got me by surprise on that one. It's been so difficult to tell the way they're going to call this one all night. I really thought that was going to go offensively, but Civitolo back in the line, and like you said, end of the day for Harrington, 8 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists in her first career start as a freshman.
Would have subsequently ended the game. That charge, I mean, you got to think Katarski did say, hey, back off here, girls. This one's over. We're going to live to fight another day.
Oh, they tried to dart it right off the rim there, and they get it back, but foul call.
Yeah, lane infraction called. She ran over the line before the ball hit the rim. You can't do that. Great idea. I think they would have got a nice bounce there, but she ran in on it. She needs to let her players get that and then figure it out from there.
Under 6 left to go here in this one, and that'll wrap things up for Cal U. 3, 2, 1, and that's a big win for the Vulcans. The rebound after dropping one on Saturday. Vulcans win it 67-58. That'll bump Cal U up to 13-3, 7-3 in the conference, while Seton Hill's going to fall to 12-3, 7-3 in the conference.
Yeah, great response from Cal U. Tough loss, an unbelievable showing of strength to come in here to Greensburg and pick up a win. You know, it's great to see that. Didn't dwell on the tough loss. A lot of smiles come from the team as they come in here at midcourt to celebrate the win. Both teams coming in the middle of the court. But great overall win. We got about 25 minutes till the men's game starts. Another team that's doing extremely well as of late. But great overall performance by all. Monica Burns, another stellar performance, 19 points.
Yeah, any other final thoughts before we wrap this one up and get ready for men's coverage here, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, the stats are a little bit slow to update, but I think the biggest thing you got to realize with this Cal team is they did unbelievable on the boards, and you know, they had around, I believe right now it says 18 boards, probably around there. It was a great overall game from them. They did great on turnovers, great effort overall from everybody. You know, Jess Strom was sending a message before this game: play defense, get to the boards and crash them. I think it was a message well received, to be honest. Bianca Jasper came in here, played excellent. Lauren Bennett got the start. Excellent play out of her. Hal Harrington was in foul trouble, but had some great plays today.
DJ Hahn played pretty well, too. 10 points in a start.
I always like DJ Hahn. She always plays great. You know, she comes off the bench, gives you anything. She'll play any role she needs to for this team if it results in this team winning, and she definitely did it today.
Cal U wins this one, and of course, next coverage of women's action will be Saturday from the KCAC on the campus of IUP. You can catch that 5:30 p.m. right here on CTV Sports 1. But for Alex, everybody on the crew, and myself, stay tuned. Get ready for the next one here. Good night, California. I'll see you again soon.